As a first-generation student, I found navigating university very, very hard. The student union provided a lot of clarity and perspective into these things. Hi everyone, my name is Zahra Syed and I am the KCLSU President for this year. Today I would like to walk you all through some of the achievements that I've had since I have been appointed as the KCLSU President. One of the first things that I've been doing is making sure that we have Black and Muslim representation in the university and in the college to make sure that their voices are heard. Secondly, I have secured funding from the college to make sure that we can accommodate our students with the events that they want to hold. I have also spoken to Southern Council to put an end to these drink spiking issues, which was a very pertinent matter to our student body. I have also advocated the student voice with a very democratic process when it came to the UCU strikes. Last year, we had the BLM movement, and that sparked great controversies around the statues that we have on our King's campuses. We invited our Black networks to speak to the college and speak to the senior management and really state to them what it is that they want the college to do with the statues, given the complexities that we are facing. As a result of this, 2 members of the Black student networks have been appointed as part of the Guy's Statues Interpretation Committee. Another thing that I had to do during the start of my term in September is securing funding for KCLSU when we realized that we had quite a number of students coming to study in our university, more than we expected. It meant that we were faced with some challenges, and one of those challenges was making sure that the events that we held would be able to kind of cover all of the student bodies. For example, our welcome fair. And for that, we had to secure some funding from King's, which was a bit of a challenge, but we did succeed. At the start of the year, as we were returning to campus, there were issues around drink spikings, specifically at some pubs in the Southern Council. As your SU President, I then wrote to Southern Council to ask them to investigate into the matter, which they did successfully, and that resolved to a large degree the problem of drink spiking. Another thing that occupied our time as the officer team was the UCU strikes. This was a very politically contested issue, and it required a lot of carefully nuanced maneuvering to make sure that we acted in the best interest of our student body. Now, to do this, we decided to turn to a general members meeting to ask our membership to tell us what they want their officer team to do. The membership voted, and we have chosen to represent our student body in that way. And this is something that took a lot of our campaigning. It required a lot of raising awareness and getting students involved. It took a lot of time from a lot of people in the background. I held a meeting between the principal, Syed Kapoor, and the different Muslim societies during Islamophobia Awareness Month. This was the first of its kind, and the principal in history has never actually spoken to different faith groups before. And it led to a very, very productive discussion, out of which we have confirmed a few very concrete outcomes, such as making sure that our processes are a bit more religiously sensitive, and that we also do some counter-prevent initiatives which would make the power imbalance more even. And lastly, during my time as the SU President, I have also been advocating for the student voice at the highest governing level at King's. I had given a speech on the current Freedom of Speech Bill, which is passing through Parliament, to highlight the challenges that it would have on our student body and the impacts that it would have on our safe space policies, and how it would make the power imbalances in the world from left to right even more prevalent, because it would perhaps lead to even greater marginalization of the voices which have not been heard before. So those are the few of the things that I've been busy with since my time as President. All of this is much more complex than I had expected, and this was one of the challenges that I was faced with too.